Welcome back. I'm so glad to see you. Today I'm going to be talking about everything that I DIY'd for my wedding. Obviously when I say I do mean my family and friends, but everything that was DIY'd for our wedding. We saved a ton of money by doing a lot of things ourselves that we could have actually, spent so much money on. So yeah, let's jump right into it. One of the main things that we DIY'd is actually the altar. So my stepdad made the actual A-frame. My godmum made the arrangements on it. So the wood that we used for the altar is just some kind of wood that we just kind of found. And we just found the wood, and it was just like two massive sticks. And I asked my stepdad, I showed him pictures, I was like, this is what I want, and he just built it. It just took him like a day. And my stepmom, again, I showed her pictures of what I wanted, and with all of the flowers that we had available to us, she just literally started to just make things. But she's just magical, that woman. She just kind of wanders around the garden and just picks things that she will, like, from random trees. And she made it look amazing. I will never forget, the moment that I actually saw the altar for the first time, and I was like, this is unreal. It's everything I'd ever dreamed of and more. The second thing that we DIY'd were the invitations. That was actually quite easy because, it was a minimalistic vibe, so we didn't have that much to do anyway. Like some people go like proper, like full everything, whereas mine was just kind of more simple. So we just had like a blush envelope, and what my mum did is I made the logo. It's just a G and an A, and we printed that logo in the right kind of place on an A4, and then my mum would cut that A4 and then put it in the envelope, so that when you open the envelope, it looks like the envelope is branded, but it's just stuck on. That was really cool, so easy to do. She did all that because... And then I just got some paper from like Hobbycraft probably, and I made my own invitation. Like, I designed it myself, and I just kind of got some ribbon, and then I ordered a custom, what do you call it, stamp? Is it a stamp? A wax seal, sorry. I ordered a wax seal with G&A on it, and we just kind of sealed it shut, not the envelope, the ribbon, and then yeah. So I'm sure I'm gonna put a picture here somewhere so it makes more sense when you see it. So the next thing we DIY'd that I think saved us a lot of money were the napkins. So I've always wanted cloth napkins as opposed to paper napkins on my wedding, but actually hiring out cloth napkins was some money. It wasn't that much money, but they were just like the boring white ones, and I wanted something a little bit more. I actually bought 2 rolls of that cheesecloth, and my mum just cut them. She literally just cut them to the size that we wanted, which was 40 by 40 centimeters, and it just worked out. So originally we were gonna make the rolls into table centers, what you call it, runners, but then after we tried it out a few times, we didn't end up liking it, so we transformed that into napkins, and in the middle of the table you didn't have any cloth or fabric, we just had the actual things on it, because otherwise it was going to be too much and too busy, so we didn't want it to feel that way. We wanted to feel like more minimal. So the napkins ended up being the colour of the table, but that saved us so much money, and I would actually recommend. It is a little bit more work, but because it wasn't meant to be perfect, it was more like a rough edges kind of wedding. It ended up being okay, but if you want a clean cut wedding, I think hiring out napkins would probably be the best. Next up we have the menus. So we hired out obviously a catering company, and then once we agreed what the menu was, I went ahead and made it. I just basically made it on Canva. Again, it was so simple because I wanted it to be minimalistic, so I didn't have that much to do anyway. But then I got it printed on I think it's 1/3 of an A4 in this printing company, and it arrived. It was amazing. It was cheap. It was cheaper than ordering menus from a professional place. It was so easy, so I'm so glad I did that, because I've always wanted to have like the menu on top of, you know, have it available to people and not just kind of stuck on a wall somewhere. I don't know how people do it, but yeah, I wanted a little piece of paper to go on the plate, and that was just the perfect addition to it. So now we have the flower arrangements. I say flower arrangements as DIY because we didn't get a florist to come and do the wedding for us, because that is flipping expensive. Basically what I did is that I got so much pampas grass and dry flowers from eBay, actually, not Amazon, eBay. I don't know why, I just found them cheaper over there. And you guys, I got so much pampas grass. So with that and a few other things, my godmom was able to then decorate the entire wedding just using the stuff that I bought from eBay. And it wasn't that expensive. It was honestly like maybe like 1/4 of the price of what we would have spent had I hired a florist. Somehow it decorated the entire wedding and it looked amazing, and that was so much cheaper than getting a florist. So I've talked about this in a previous video, but it is my pride and joy, even though I didn't make it. It's the dessert table. That dessert table, I still have people coming up to me today just saying how amazing it looked, because it really truly did. My godmom, again, she's the one that decorated it, and she just has this, she's just magic, and she just grabs everything. She got my coffee table and she put it on there. She just grabs everything that she can find in my house. My house was bare that day because she just took all of my decorations, and she somehow purposes them and you don't even realize that they're the things that were in your house. Yeah, she just kind of threw everything together, it seemed, and it comes so naturally to her. And I obviously wouldn't have been able to do that by myself or anyone in my immediate family, or anyone else that I know really, unless I had hired a professional decorator, which she isn't, but I think she should be. Yeah, it was just amazing, and we did that DIY. I can't imagine how much that would have cost if we had hired a real decorator. So as I had an outside tent summery wedding, we wanted lawn games, but we couldn't find lawn games that were, one, cute, and two, affordable. Like, you could hire them for like a few, you know, a couple of £100, and I was like, I don't want to spend that much money on something that someone is going to play once, you know. So I don't know if this was more expensive or not. It sounds like it's more expensive, but my father-in-law actually made golf courses, like a full 9-hole mini golf course for our wedding. He just made it, and people just really enjoyed just having a round of golf during cocktail hour or whatever. It was just there all day, 9 holes kind of spread out across the grass, and it was perfect because it wasn't the conventional giant Jenga ring toss whatever. It was a fully 9-hole course, and it looked so cute. So I don't think I have that many pictures of it actually, but it was so cute, and it probably saved us so much money as well. So next up we have the favors. The favors, it didn't go as planned because someone started handing them out after we had eaten the wedding breakfast, and they were only meant to be kind of handed out, not even handed out, just put on a table at the end of the party. So I feel like people thought that that was their dessert, even though it wasn't. Anyway, people didn't really know there was a favour, but there was. So what I did is I simply got some little bags from Amazon. They were like plastic bags. And then I made stickers with our logo from the same printing company that I got the menus from. And then in it I just put a brigadeiro, which is a Brazilian kind of chocolate truffle, and then 2 chocolate lollipops, which were kind of representing me and Adam, like the Brazilian and the English. And then I just shut it with the sticker. I don't think the photographer got any pictures of it because they were handed out early in the day, but I did, because thank the Lord. So yeah, it was really cute, so cheap to do. I think the bags were probably 50 bags for, I want to say £10, but I could be lying, but let's just say £10. So I got 3 packs, and then I got the stickers. I still have so many stickers left, and yeah, it was really not that expensive. And then, so for the table centerpieces, it was actually so easy because I had so much pampas grass. What I did was, my father-in-law found this woman online on Facebook Marketplace who had cancelled her wedding, or not her daughter, someone had cancelled a wedding, and she had a lot of brass candlesticks, and that's what I needed. So he got that for such a good price. He got something stupid like 70 candle holders, brass gold candle holders, for a stupid price. So we got them, obviously, and now I have lots of them. So I got the candlesticks from somewhere, but I don't remember where it was from, but it was on sale, like such a stupid sale that every single candlestick in it was 20p if you bought the pack together. It was the cheapest I'd ever seen candlesticks, and I bought the shop, like I sold out the shop of candlesticks. So cheap. And then I got, you know, in IKEA they have like these little bud vases, which are 50p. So I got many of those, and then me and my godmum, we just made dry flower arrangements so that we could put in the bud vases, and then that was the table centerpieces, because we didn't want to take away from the dessert table, so it was quite understated and simpler. That leads me to the table numbers. So the table numbers were so easy to do as well. I just kind of made them online. I got little wooden stands. I printed the table numbers out on the same paper as the invitations, and then I just put them in the little wooden stands. The wooden stands were probably £2, I want to say. Like, it was so cheap. It was basically free because I already had the paper from the invitations. Yeah, so easy. I loved the way they looked. It fit the vibe, everything matched, so worth it. And then the last thing that I want to talk about that I DIY'd, which I probably have more, but I don't remember, not gonna lie to you, was the seating plan. The seating plan, again, such an easy thing. It's not easy making it, but once you have made it and you design it, it's fine. So I just designed it on Canva again, and then I got the same printing company that did the menus and the stickers to print it out on a huge piece of A0, I think. And then we just stuck it on a wooden board that we painted white, because obviously it felt like a plastic sheet. It wasn't paper, it was like plastic. So if it rained, it would have been fine. And then yeah, we just stuck it on a piece of wood, and then we put that on an easel, and yeah, people could just see where they were sat. So basically, the amount of money that we saved, I have no idea how much money we saved by doing that, like exactly, but I in no shadow of a doubt, it was thousands of pounds that we saved on doing things ourselves. Obviously, I was very lucky to have had talented people like my godmum, my stepdad, my father-in-law, who just kind of found things and made it work. But yeah, it just, you know, if you can find whatever, like there's just so many ways that you can do things. It will save you so much money in the long run, and then afterwards, even if you buy it, you can always sell it. Like we sold a few things already and make your money back. I hope that that was helpful for someone. I love talking about weddings. I don't know if you've noticed. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you on my next video.